Hi guys, welcome back to Cology Code. Today our topic will be pharmacokinetics. So we'll learn what our body does to the drugs. So we'll start with welcoming, that is absorption. So fake click noise, click. Start. Absorption. So absorption is the movement of drug from the site of administration, which could be oral, topical by skin, eye drops, ear drops, and also intramuscular or intravenous modes of administration into the systemic circulation. So your systemic circulation is basically the network of blood vessels which supplies blood to all parts of your body. Affecting absorption include aqueous solubility, concentration gradient, surface area of absorbing surface, vascularity, and route of administration. So let's get into the details. Aqueous solubility. If the drug is soluble in water or lipids, that determines the solubility of drug. Is concentration gradient. Now if two different compartments have a different concentration gradient, then particles will move from higher concentration to low concentration gradient. Surface area of absorbing surface. Small number of cells in a small area will absorb small amount of drug, but many number of cells in small area will absorb large amount of drug. Example, villi. Next up, vascularity and route of administration. Different routes of administration: topical, oral, subcutaneous, intramuscular, and intravenous. When there is intravenous, it is directly released into blood vessels. So about topical. So in case of topical, it has to cross skin to reach blood vessels. Then in case of oral, it has to go to stomach or intestine for absorption into systemic circulation, and in case of intramuscular and subcutaneous, it has to cross the mucosa level and the muscle layer to reach the blood vessels and thereby into systemic circulation. I took a drug and let's talk about its journey. It reached my stomach and started quoting Spider-Man like please, I don't want to go and all. Then I knew it was about to dissolve and disintegrate into small particles and float there, just float in the jacuzzi of hydrochloric acid in my stomach. So my stomach has basically these following linings. The first is epithelial lining, then there is mucosa, then there is submucosa. So submucosa leads into circulation, systemic circulation. It has a lot of blood vessels. So what happens is, let me tell you a little about nepotism. The lipid-soluble drugs are readily sent to mucosa and then to submucosa, whereas water-soluble drugs, they don't cross the epithelial lining. Hardly, if they do, very tiny amount is sent to submucosa. So star kids, lipid-soluble drugs, examples include propranolol and ethanol. Then in water-soluble drugs, so the outsiders include atenolol. So let's talk about nepotism in our body. When there is high talent like highly ionized drugs and water-soluble drugs, these are poorly absorbed. Then the drug is poorly talented and is a non-ionized drug, then it is auto-tuned and it is rapidly absorbed in our body. In the stomach, the acidic drugs are poorly absorbed. So firstly, they have to be unionized in gastric juices so that they are readily absorbed. Strongly acidic drugs are easy to absorb once they are unionized, but weakly acidic drugs need a much more complex process. So we'll discuss that later. So simple example for acidic drugs include salicylates and barbiturates. You have to change for your partner, bro. That is essential. You have to change for someone you love. So drugs love us because they have only one place to go, it's our body, and then they're out of it. So in intestine, there is epithelial lining, which is lipoid, like coefficient current. So you have to be lipid soluble to cross the epithelial lining in your intestine. But a lot of drug is very well absorbed in intestine because of villi, which produce a larger surface area. The drugs which are readily absorbed in intestine are actually basic drugs. So just remember this: acidic drugs are readily absorbed in stomach and basic drugs are readily absorbed in intestine. So examples of basic drugs include morphine, get high, then quinine, against malaria.